Hey everybody, it's T back from T's Cards and Collectibles with our February Pokemon card recap. What we're going to be doing here is we are going to be going over all of our card hunting throughout February, showing you the, as you can see here, not so lucky, and then also some of the hits that we were able to find. So we had a pretty good month overall for card hunting. But of course, you got to keep going out there. You have to keep checking it and hopefully finding some luck. But I'd say probably realistically, only maybe about 5% of the time I'm going to find a restock where they actually have something good because you have to time it out just right. So we're going to be hitting Targets, Best Buys, GameStops, Barnes and Nobles, Walmarts, checking online, checking even some random vending machines at grocery stores and seeing what we're able to find. Best Buy was honestly pretty slow. And one thing I did end up getting, so I had the ETB that I found last month. So we're going to be opening that up for this month. So I'll be taking that out of this total. I actually did find some ETBs, so I'm holding on to those currently. But heading over to Barnes and Noble, huge sports restock for this. And my Barnes and Noble, I think just in general, Pokemon at Barnes and Noble and GameStop and Best Buy were extremely lacking for the month of February. More sports cards from what I was seeing. I was shocked to see this at GameStop, a $60 Temporal Forces ETB that is over MSRP. And I think that has been a common theme at GameStop that I've been seeing. You'll see later on in the video that they had something else that was above MSRP as well. So it is better to pay GameStop a little bit higher prices than paying scalper prices, but just be aware that if you are able to get something, if you're willing to wait and try to find it in the wild at Target or Walmart or online, you can probably get it cheaper. As you can see here, Temporal Forces ETB that I found at Target was $40, so $20 cheaper, but obviously it's going to be a lot harder to find at Target than it would be at GameStop or somewhere else at that $60 price point. So moving right along, we are towards the end of week one. This Target, lots of single blisters, not too bad, but nothing that we're wanting to really spend our cap on that. The Charizard statue, I want to get that. I keep seeing it everywhere. It actually can hold your cards in it, which I think is so cool, but it's just not in the cards for me right now with so many other fun products coming out. I mean, now that we have Prismatic, we have Surging, we have 151 out there, we have Journey Together coming up, Destined Rivals, all of that. I can't justify spending it on the Charizard. To Walmart, as you can tell, I missed the restock. They did have some of the Prismatic mini tins, but if you don't get there early enough, they're all wiped out. Now, I went to GameStop. They were releasing this was 151 that they were dropping that day. And of course, line was way too long, not able to get anything. So was not able to get any Blooming Waters for myself. Hopefully you had some luck and snagged yourself some Blooming Waters. Again, GameStop had that for 80 when MSRP was only 70. Following week, they had the 151 booster bundles, and I was actually able to snag two of those. I was the last person in line to able to get some, so I got really lucky there. But I'm going to be holding those for my collection, not going to be opening those here for this video. Then they had some of those single binders, and then Target. This is actually a funny story. It was Saturday night. I was going to order Papa John's, and my pizza wasn't ready yet. So I thought I'd go over to Target, see what the heck. They haven't had a restock. And they were restocking Saturday night. I caught the restock and they had a pretty good amount there. And all the Prismatic, this one time only at this Target, they actually put it behind the desk. So I'll show you what I was able to get from Prismatic, but they also had the Cleaver V-Star box, which I was very tempted by. It has Fusion Strike and Lost Origins, plus I think some pretty cool promos. So here's the Prismatic Evolutions tins. They limited it to just two, so I snagged myself the Sylveon and the Jolteon. Huge pickup on that. And then a week later, moving on back to Walmart, I can't catch Walmart's restocks. They have been the one I have never seen. I've caught Barnes and Noble, I have caught Target, I've caught GameStop, but as you can see here, missed it. Looks like they had some Prismatic. All they have left is the Cyclizar box, which I do like that jumbo promo as well, but it's going to be a pass for me on that. And then sports, Pokemon seems to go first. They still have some sports cards intact, except for the hanger boxes. So if you're looking for Prism hanger boxes, those are going to be a huge pickup. And then also the Donruss football mega boxes, if you see those in the wild. GameStop, moving back here, I had some luck. I camped out pretty early to try to get the EV 2-pack blister, and I was able to snag me one of them. And then I was also able to get the Azure Legends tins. And then moving along, I caught the restock at Target. I didn't want to be too creepy. There was me and a few other people there, but I was actually able to snag some more Prismatic on that. So super lucky. I'm holding that for my personal collection. I'm trying to only open one of the Prismatic item. So I'm hoping to be able to trade that for potentially some surprise boxes. So stay tuned if I'm able to land that. Moving to the front, Target, a lot of football still. So if you're sports, they'll have it for you. Moving on, Barnes and Noble. As I was saying, plenty of sports, but you go to the Pokemon side, nothing going on there. Super lacking. They have some Stellar Crown singles with the binders, but nothing too much going on there. Moving along, Walmart's. So again, as you will see here, I missed all the Pokemon. They do have some football again. This time, Topps Chrome. So if you're interested in that for football, and then GameStop again, the last day of the month, completely dead. So you need to catch it when they are doing the drop. So in March, I would recommend checking out your GameStops earlier in the week, seeing if they're dropping anything for Friday and trying to get there early. And you may have a chance to get some of the releases. I know they have Journey Together that's dropping in March. So hopefully you're able to snag some of that at the end of the month. Finally, target number 3, final target, final of February. We're walking down, seeing we're in the toys section at Target, and we are completely wiped. We have some blisters, so not sure if I missed that restock or not, but let's get to opening. So I have the Pikachu chest. I actually got that over Christmas. My wife got it to me, so I'm going to be opening that up to see what's inside, rip some of those packs. We'll also be ripping open this Prismatic Evolutions ETB. Such a beautiful, beautiful box. Hate to rip it open, but want to see what's inside. Want to get that promo. So let's go and rip into this bad boy. And I am curious, if you are getting Prismatic Evolutions ETBs, are you keeping them sealed? Are you ripping them open? Just curious on what everybody's doing. So first up, you have the guide on what they show, what's inside with all the cards, the collection and everything. And in the back, I have my Rayquaza and my Charizard promo. So I snagged these at a card show. I think it was about 5 or 6 months ago. I got the Rayquaza for like 40, 45, the Charizard for only about 20, and they both like doubled in price then. So definitely did good on those pickups. So if you're going to your card shows, try to find those cheaper cards that you think have some room to grow. Plus, I'm older, so I enjoy the up to Gen 3. So I always try to look for the Rayquaza, Groudons, Charizards, Gen 2, of course. And then so into the ETB, we have the card protectors, which I think these are really cool. I'll be using those to hold some of my nicer cards. We have the EV promo, which I think is a top tier promo. I think this definitely has some legs to grow. So already up $12 with the EV promo. We have the damage counters, dice, and then the energies. Would not be an ETB without a fat stack of energy cards. And that's it. So let's go ahead and get ripping open into some of these packs then. So overall it has, I believe, 9 packs. So let's see what we can get, if we can get anything good. So right now I've had absolutely terrible luck with Prismatic. I think about 20 packs in. I have not hit any Master Balls. I have hit a few different Pokeballs, a couple of full art trainers. That's about it. But a couple of EXs, nothing too crazy. And they have not been any of the Evolution EXs. So okay, Janine's Secret Art, we're off to a solid start with a Pokeball. And then for our rare, okie dokie. All right, card fell. Sorry about that. Pack number 2, let's see if we can get something else. And again, I'm curious on what you've had. I've been chatting with different people around me, and they said they've had some pretty good luck with their pulls. They've hit a few different Master Balls. They've hit some of the actual Evolutions EXs, but like I said, I have not had any luck. I have just had the regular hollows, Iron Boulder Hollow, nothing on pack number 2. And also just curious on what you're seeing in your local stores. If you've had luck seeing it, if you've been paying scalper prices, what prices you have been seeing, if you have been able to get your hands on it. So I personally am refusing to buy any sealed product unless it's actually not available anywhere. Another Tuscanara, all right. Which that is a pretty good card for the TCG if you do play that, which I've been playing the TCG player online. I would love to actually get to playing, in person within my own deck, but I think I'm still a little bit of ways from getting the right deck for that. So stay tuned. Maybe I'll post some videos later on if I do end up getting into that. And we have a Larry's Skill. Okay, so another full art trainer. That is what I've been able to get. I haven't even received any full art Pokemon cards, but Larry's trainer, I will take that. It is definitely better than what we've pulled so far for this. So continuing on, we have Festival Ground, Sea King, a spec card, Max Rod, very cool. Okay, that's a hit. I'll take that. Next pack, let's see. We have to get something. At least a Pokemon full, any kind of full art of a Pokemon, not a trainer gallery. So Hoodoo, Dreepy, Bronzong, Ogre's Mask, Earthen Vessel, and a Pokeball Archaludon, Ogre's Mask, and we're finishing off with a Flutter's Mane. All right. Moving right along. See, I get the Pokeballs. I do not get the Master Balls. So I think by the end of this, I'll probably have 5 or 6 different Pokeballs. So seems like you at least do get one of those in, one every 4 or 5 packs. So, but do Pokeball. So if you do play the game, I was surprised when I saw this was worth $7 and an Umbreon, solid. It's highly used for if you play the game. If you doesn't require any energy to use your attack, and your opponent cannot use any item cards. So their deck is heavily reliant on that. That's where Badoo comes in. So I was shocked. I was not expecting Badoo to be worth $7. That's probably the most expensive card I have pulled in Prismatic so far is a Badoo, which is kind of tough, but hey, you'll take what you can get, right? We are into Hippowdon, Pinsir, Larvitar, Buddy Buddy Poffin, Bug Catching Set, Pyroar, Glass Trumpet, Blood Moon Ursaluna. Okay, we have something, and oh my gosh, an Ogerpon EX. That is a repeat for me. So of course I've only received a few EXs from Prismatic, and that is one of them. So that is unfortunate. All right, so we were at value earned $24. That ETB ran us, I believe, $55. So $50 plus $5 in tax. So we're down. Let's see if we can get some luck from this tin. So again, my wife got me this over Christmas. Have been holding on to it for the right time to rip. Has these promos, a Dipplin Cosmic Hollow, Ogerpon, and a Pikachu. So if I can get these out, we'll be able to show it to you. The Ogerpon into the Pikachu. Always love a Pikachu promo. And then as for the pack selection, let's get these out. We see Surging Sparks up there. Surging Sparks, Stellar Crown, Twilight Masquerade, and then another Surging, a Stellar Crown, another Stellar Crown. So again, I think I've mentioned this before. I'm going to continue touting on Stellar Crown. I think it's a slept on set. There's been so many other good sets in Scarlet and Violet, especially the last 2, 3, and the ones that are coming out ahead. But I personally love Stellar Crown. I have the Bulbasaur. I want to get the Squirtle. The centering is off, so I would love to get a better Bulbasaur to be able to get that graded. But here we go, and then we have the mini binder. And then for these promos, or for the cards I have back there, I have the Ryulu secret illustration rare that I have. And then, of course, had to throw up the Eevee promo because that card is amazing. Again, top tier promo in my opinion. So first pack up of the tin. Let's see what we can get. So we're starting off with Stellar Crown. We've had a couple of hits, no crazy hits. Let's see if we can break into something here. We have Energy, Meltan, Fletchender, Finian, Tauros, Jirachi, Reshiram, Lapras, into a Grimmsnarl Hollow. Nothing on pack 1. Surging Sparks, give us some redemption, please. There's a lot of cards I love in this. Obviously, everybody wants the Pikachu, but I love the Melodic. I love the Executor. I love the Execute even. I think that is a top tier secret illustration rare. What else? Jasmine's Gaze, which I pulled, which I think is a super cool card from the set. Alolan Dog Trio, I actually like that secret illustration rare as well if we can pull it. And we have Bronzer into Landorus Hollow. Again, a miss on this. Okay, pack number 3. We're back to Stellar Crown. Let's get a Squirtle here. I think the Squirtle and the Bulbasaur are better than the Terapagos, but the Terapagos is still the top card in this set. So let's see what we can get here. We have Purugly, Clang, Charcadet, Fido, Kofu, Slowking, Celebi, Rhyhorn, into Grimmsnarl, and an Archaludon, which we hit the Pokeball from that from Prismatic earlier. All right, we are on to pack number 4. We are on the back half of this rip for the tin. We have to get something here. So trainer card out. And also curious if anybody does play the TCG game. If you do, put your name below. I'd love to add you and maybe we can play together online. Gravity Mountain, again, Doug Trio, Clemens Quick Wit, a spec card. Okay, I looked at it's about 50-cent card, but still a spec. So I think that'll count as a hit. It's a tiny hit, but it's something at least. So we're on to our second Stellar Crown, pack number 5. All right, or is this third Stellar Crown? Oh my gosh, a lot of Stellar Crown in this box. Okay, Cyclizar, Gulpin, Greavard, Rhydon, Togedemaru. I probably botched that. My apologies. Leap, another one, and then Dreadnought. Was not going to try that name that time. Again, nothing. Twilight Masquerade. Let's get the Greninja. Let's end it off with a bang. Let's close this out. Let's see what we can get. Twilight Masquerade is so hard to find now, which it's kind of crazy. I would love to pick up an ETB. Apom, Daramuka, Corpish, Grookey, Rillaboom, Conkeldurr, Rivavroom, and 2 Ogerpon EX again. I don't know what's going on. We keep getting some repeats on this, so that is a bummer. I think I have 3 of those, 2 from Prismatic and now the 1 from Twilight Masquerade. But I guess that's a hit. We hit a spec and an EX, so 2 tiny hits out of the 6 packs that we opened from that. Now we're moving on to the 2-pack Eevee blister. So ripping this open, I love this promo as well. I want to try to snag all the promos, except for probably the surprise mystery boxes, because that's going to be impossible with how expensive those are reselling for. And maybe I can trade a couple for an ETB that I snag. But here we go for the stamped promo. Love any kind of stamped promos. And then I was also able to get, when I went to GameStop, they had the Pokemon Contest illustration winner cards from 2024. And I was able to get these if you paid over $15. And this was on Pokemon Day. So you can see there's a Feraligatr. These are reselling for about $20, but I'm going to be holding on to these. Feraligatr, Pikachu, and Toxtricity. And Gen 2, I played Pokemon Yellow when it came out, but Gen 2 is where I really fell in love with Pokemon. So I haven't seen a good Feraligatr card in a minute, so that was a really cool pickup. Plus, like I said, Pikachu promos always stand the test of time. So pack number 1 from the Eevee 2 pack. Okay, we have a Hollow Energy, Ryulu, Houndoom, Dreepy, Miltank, Heatran, Rescue Board, Larry's Skill Pokeball, okay, Applin, Reverse Hollow, into a Flutter Mane. All right, well, I'll take a Larry's Skill Pokeball. Here we go. We are into pack number 2, the final pack of the 2-pack Eevee blister and the final pack of our month from February on our snags. We are very much behind, so we need something crazy to bring us back, which if there is one set that can do it, it's Prismatic Evolutions with so many cards that are selling over $100. So here we go. We have a Glass Trumpets. We have Hawlucha, Explorer's Guidance, Cypher Maniac's Code Tracking, Okidogi, and Groudon. All right, that is a bummer, but I'm going to quickly go over as well just what I'm going to be searching for the month of March. So as you can see here, we have the booster boxes for Prismatic Evolutions dropping. So hopefully GameStops, I would say check those out. And then also we have the Journey Together that is dropping March 28th. So there is all sorts of things coming. I did not get any of the pre-order, but they have the ETBs, display box, booster bundles, and the sleeve booster packs. So best of luck out there, and hopefully you're able to snag some good stuff for the month of March. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around this long, please go and give a like or subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.